Here's the best way to change your negative beliefs so your vibration can naturally rise. This is the most important video I've ever made. And if you take it to heart for 3 days, I guarantee you'll notice a massive shift. In terms of negative beliefs, there's no action you can take. It's the great paradox of the human experience. Release control in order to gain control. But what does that really mean? Why do you have to allow things to change rather than make them change like we're mostly taught? Think of all your negative emotion like mildew. It's growing because you've exposed yourself. You've hurt and you've been hurt. It's normal. There's nothing abnormal about negativity or mildew, but you don't need it in your life. And sure, you can spray some poison on the mildew that might make you feel better for a while, but it will always come back. That is, until you start living life in the sunshine. Pretend you've been unlucky in love. Maybe a harsh family growing up, or a series of bad relationships. Maybe no relationships at all. As a result, you've developed a belief that you are unlovable, that something is wrong, and that it must be fixed in order to be worthy of love. The problem is that any action taken against such a false belief is also resistant to positivity in nature. Original belief is resistant, and so is the act of eradicating it. That's fighting fire with fire. Work is about doing less to achieve more, about surrendering the bullshit in order to gain everything you want. But it's also learning everything you can about the nature of psychology so that, over time, you begin to believe in what I'm saying. So, information is crucial, especially in the beginning. Now, fair warning, beliefs are one of the main pillars of your identity, and they won't go quietly into the night. That doesn't mean they are the enemy, just complex in the sense that they are multifaceted. In other words, that lack of lovability you feel may show itself in a myriad of beliefs and emotions, like anger or pride or cockiness. How does a fuckboy become what he is? A whole lot of mildew and nobody in his life telling him to hop in the sun. In other words, beliefs perpetuate in order to protect us. So much so that the negativity we feel actually feels kind of good. But it's not real pleasure. It's pain masked as self-love. As you relax into life and find positive aspects of daily circumstance, your vibration will raise to the point that those beliefs simply no longer make sense. In other words, you didn't defeat anything, you just illuminated the dark corner of your psyche with a little light. That's what is most important to remember. There's no such thing as a darkness switch, only light switches. Once you believe that you can feel any sort of way you choose about any circumstance, then the circumstance must change in order to fit your new belief. The love you crave must flow into your experience once you allow it to flow. You can't force it. But TK, is it really that simple? You better believe it.